My name is Ana Hernandez. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and I work in Sacramento, California. I grew up in a family of 5. I was the youngest child and I grew up in Northern California. I'm bilingual, so I speak Spanish, and I would translate for my parents quite a bit, and I saw the need in working with people from a very young age. I was translating for my parents as of age 5 years old, and I decided to I moved from Marysville, California to Sacramento because I got accepted at Sacramento State University. And then I decided, at first I didn't really know I wanted to do social work. I actually started in criminal justice, and for some reason I felt that maybe going back to my roots of speaking Spanish and working with people, maybe social work would be for me. And so I decided to get my bachelor's degree in social work, and then I got my master's degree. I completed in 1996. I started working, but I started in mental health. And so I really enjoyed mental health, and that led me to working in the hospital. And I fell in love with the health part of working with people. And eventually from the hospital, I ended up working in a dialysis clinic. And I did 20 years of working in several different dialysis companies as a social worker. And I really enjoyed working with the doctors and all the team, the nurses, in helping take care of patients. I had just this passion to work on getting my license I kind of had put it off to take my LCSW exam. So I studied, and then I got my LCSW while I was working in dialysis. And then I thought, gosh, it would be wonderful to actually do therapy. And it just seemed like a natural thing for me because I had already been working with all kinds of people on all kinds of different goals and that sort of thing. So I decided to do virtual online therapy. The thing that makes me the most happiest about being a therapist is that I can help people and help them change the way they think, and also assist them with feeling like they don't have any problems. I think that makes me the happiest, and to see them from the beginning and then 3 months later and seeing the changes and them actually feeling happy makes me very happy. And I feel like I've done something for someone and assisted them with having better ways of coping and dealing with stress. I've had some very difficult patients who are very angry. Everything I've suggested isn't going to help them. They've, hung up on me. They've actually been very mean. And so it does take a toll. And sometimes when we have a lot of people that have had a lot of trauma in their life, it can be very painful to hear some of the stories I hear. Really tough time for many people. It was a traumatic experience. A lot of people were separated, people lost loved ones. So therapy really, I felt like the anxiety from what happened during COVID really impacted many of the people that I see in the last couple of years. And so I think that it was just a tough time in our history. And it really brought on a lot of people having more fears of dying, and obviously losing loved ones during COVID. And a lot of the things that have happened, many people stopped doing the regular activities that we normally do, like going out. And a lot of people are still very fearful. And some of them feel kind of weird to call their friends that they haven't talked to in about 3 years to get together. And so those are some of the things I really encourage them to do, is try to get back into the regular routine. but it was a tough time. And so for my well-being, I've had to do all kinds of things to kind of keep myself feeling well, because it can be a big burnout to do what I do. So I really enjoy working out. So I decided that I would try Orange Theory, and it's been about 2 years now, since September, that I actually have been going there. I've actually lost weight. I've gotten off of blood pressure medicines. I feel really healthy. And I love to run, so the treadmill has been like my savior in a way. I let it go, and I go as fast as I can, and it's kind of my release to let my day be over with and the stress that I'm carrying. But I also do every day, I do Calm app, the Calm app, which is meditation. And so I do a guy named Daily J, and he has each day he has a different topic, and then he works us through a meditation. But I also love the other meditations on there. So I do that, and I also journal. And in my journal, I always put three things that I'm the most grateful for, and that makes me really, really happy, and it makes me feel good for the day. So taking care of myself when I care for other people is very, very important, because I don't think I could do the job that I do without doing all of these things. Plans for my future is probably definitely not working full time. I would really, really enjoy just doing 6 to 10 patients a week. That would be an ideal for me, and it would just be extra money for me. So I think that would be something I'd like to do. And then I want to travel the world. I want to see Greece. I want to see Europe, Scotland, all those exciting places. But those are my plans, and that's my future.